Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm up here at my parents' and we're doing a turkey real quick. Oh yeah. Rolling along right at, what is that? 275, 274. But while that's cooking, I'll go show you out here in the barn. Here we are, Thanksgiving. It's been a couple weeks since I was out here. And as you saw in the last video, we had no compression when we were trying to start this tractor. What happened was, my dad took the engine apart. I wasn't able to be around when he did it. I was traveling for work and everything. But he took the head off, and he said that the two cylinders, they were basically completely full of just a bunch of old carbon buildup and some rust and just gunk. And I think that as we were turning this tractor engine over, trying to start it, all of that debris got caught up in the valves, and that's what was causing us to have absolutely no compression. So took the head off, found out that a couple of the valves were not in good shape. They were pretty, I don't know if they were actually burned or not, but they weren't that great.
I first of all decided, well, I'll take the head off and see if possibly we could get the valves to seat. As you can see, there's just an awful lot of gunk around those valves. The pistons, there was a lot of rust and carbon buildup inside. No such luck on getting that done, so we're gonna have to have the head machined, redone. Here's the block, and you can see there's a fair amount of rust in there. You can see where it was stuck, and there was just gunk all over. I have the pistons. Let me show you. Here's one. Just a lot of buildup on the face of the piston, as you can see here. Yeah, and a lot of that was caught in the valves.
We noticed inside the cylinders, you know, the one piston was stuck a little bit. We got it free, but it was still, that piston was still pretty rough, or the cylinder wall was pretty rough. There was a bit of pitting. We took it over to, when I say we, my dad took it over to one of his buddies' place that has a professional machine shop hone, and then we mounted it in that machine, let it, honed it for a while, trying to clean everything up, and it just, there's a bunch of pitting still. And I think that we probably could have got it to run, but I don't know. You dig into the engine this deep, and you kind of think, well, I'm into it this far. It'd be nice to have it run really well. So for an extra, probably $400 or $500, we'll bore it out, put new pistons in it, and then, reassemble it, and then it'll be really, really nice running tractor. So that's what we decided to do. That block and the head are at the machine shop right now. It'll probably be a couple of months, several weeks at least. We're kind of low priority at the machinist that we go to, and we go to him because he's really good, and he's really helps us out a lot. So we're not in any rush, so he'll do that. One thing you'll notice is that my dad got the engine, the block, and the head out without having to remove the hood, just because his shoulder's a little bit sore, and so he wasn't able to, lift the hood and everything off by himself, and I was out of town. So he propped the fan shaft up here by about an inch, disconnected it back there at the governor, and was able to get it up just high enough that he could squeeze the block and the head out right here. But anyway, so that's why it doesn't look so as torn down as it typically would. You can see that my dad also was able to get the wheels pushed in. We moved them in probably, was that about 4 inches on each side. So now it's about the right width that we like. It'll fit on our trailer really well, and it'll plow down the fields really nice. So it's going to be a couple of weeks, like I said, before we get the engine back and before we get everything put back together on this tractor and we can actually get it running. Unfortunately, it's a little bit more engine work than we were hoping. We hoped that we could get it going without having to rebuild everything, but you know, as you start taking apart things, you find wear and you find problems, and you just have to fix them. So anyway, stay tuned for this project. Like I say, once we get the stuff back from the machine shop, I'll do a pretty good video. I'll try to do a pretty good video of us reassembling the engine, getting all the, we'll check the clearances and the rod bearings and everything like that, and get the engine put back together. And here in the next few months, we'll get it fired up. We'll get it driving around.